plenty to talk about and plenty to do. So get the gossip, get the scoop, and tune right into the editorial to keep you in the loop. It's the Editorial, a Wichita by EB podcast.
Welcome to the latest edition of the Editorial, a Wichita by EB podcast. Today, my special guests are Fert the Foodie. How you doing, Jeremy?
Hello.
And the Kansas Gastronomist.
How's it going?
It's going. Today, we're going to talk about what's coming ahead in the local restaurant scene. There's a lot of places opening up here over the next, spring, summer, fall time. I mean, it's probably 20, 30 places. So we're just going to talk about some of them, share our thoughts, let you know what's coming, what the date is, where it's going to be, and all that fun stuff. You guys just want to jump into this?
Yeah,
I am
anything Ethiopian or
Not for you, man. Sorry. And it stinks because the only African restaurant in town recently closed down.
What was that?
beach
Beachik. Now they're only
that's
doing
right.
like carry out only, or not carry out,
catering?
catering. So I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
their location at 13th and Tyler
Mm-hmm.
is Dundee. So hopefully
Dunzo.
we get something. Yeah. All right. The first one I think is going to be pretty exciting. This one's opening this spring. It's over at 11309 East Kellogg, which is next to Tianlu Bistro.
Okay.
It is 360 New York Deli and Grill.
Ooh, that's.
You guys heard of this one?
Is that the Nos Kitchen?
It
people?
is. It
Yes.
is.
Okay.
Oh, that chopped cheese, man.
Yeah, so the guys are actually opening up multiple restaurants around town. So this is going to be
Really?
like the next, I guess, rendition of Nos Kitchen or different name, which I don't know why they're changing their name to a different place. I figured if.
I think it's going
Is
to
it-
be slightly different
Okay.
than that's his like flagship,
Mhm.
and then these will be more carry out. I've heard, and more and different menu, kind of slightly different menu.
Where is this guy from again? Is
New
he-
York
He's
City.
from New York. Okay, that brought the New York chopped cheese. I have not tried that yet. I've been wanting to taste it. I saw your post on it and it looked amazing. And then I went to Nas Kitchen just completely.
But their
blanked
other
about it.
stuff's great too.
Oh
I
yeah,
think,
yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go back. Yeah, do you know what they're gonna have at the new restaurant?
New York Deli and Grill. That's all I know.
Chopped cheese is no matter where you're at in the city, you can get a chopped cheese.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, up next, we have the Artichoke East coming to 2959 North Rock Road. That is the old Wendy's spot. The Artichoke people were over at Exploration Place. And I think they're still aiming for spring.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have obviously been to Artichoke.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, my office is like a block away.
Yeah. I think this one should hopefully do well. I mean, that's a little pretty busy intersection.
I really like that cottage pie they had that they said is going to be on their East location menu.
Wait,
was
what is it?
So when me and EB judged
Eddie.
Eddie judged Death by Chocolate,
Uh-huh.
they had a cottage pie they were serving,
Mm-hmm.
and they said that was going to be on their menu at the East Side location.
Okay, that's awesome.
And it was really good, I thought.
I enjoyed that. I actually won People's Choice.
Yep, it did.
I've been to Artichoke many times. Love it. I get something that I feel like not a lot of people get. It's that chicken pepper bacon wrap. I
Yeah,
forget
of
the
course
name
you
of
get
it.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Off the wall.
Yeah.
You get the number 8.
I've had the number 8. I've had. The
I
number
usually
8.
get
like
the
it.
it's like a reverse Reuben or something like that. What is it with
The Twisted Caesar.
yeah.
That's my second
yes.
favorite one.
Yeah.
I've had that.
But the
before.
number 8 to me is the official sandwich of Wichita. Because there's other places around Wichita that try copying it, and it's
Mhm.
just like, I don't know, a staple.
But
in this town.
according though, I thought it was Nancy's was the
She-
originator.
She
yeah.
had
Like-
invented it. 'Cause
Yeah.
She worked for
Yep.
the Artichoke back in the day.
Nancy's amazing.
Maze N.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sandwiches.
But she worked for the artichoke.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
I
Okay.
first then cheese came up with that sandwich.
But now you can
Okay.
get Nancy's over at the Cotillion.
I did not know that.
Yep.
She does a number 8.
Yep.
Okay, so is it? It's similar to the artichoke number 8.
It's pretty much
Identical.
Pretty much the same. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited for the one on opening up on 29th. That's not too far from where I live. And there hasn't been anything.
Since the Wendy's, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was going to be that one
The
restaurant
mac
that
and
was.
cheese place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was the Angry Elephant guy's brother, so
Is that what it was? Okay. Yeah, there was a Eagle article about it and never
It's
happened.
yeah. I mean, it happens a lot, though. I think a lot of places, like, they announce their opening, and then a year down the road, whatever happens, and things fizzle. So,
Sure.
all right, up next, I think this one's pretty exciting. 2 places headed to Andover this spring. One, Cupa-Yo. It's a frozen yogurt place over at 626 Andover Road, which is Andover Road and Kellogg.
is that making a comeback?
Frozen, I don't know.
Remember
Supposedly-
that? I
yeah,
mean, the
that
fad,
was
and
a
then
big
it-
fad
and then
probably
it
like
died
10 years ago.
hard.
Yeah.
It died hard.
Yeah.
But then right nearby is going to be, I never expected this would happen, Chiang Mai second location.
Oh, favorite Thai in town.
Yeah, best Thai food, I think.
That's right. I
Yeah.
saw your article, Eddie.
I didn't even know they were looking to open second place.
Where
but,
did you say it's going to be?
do you know where
Second.
Sakana, the old sushi place?
Yeah.
Right by that Dillon's and that
Uh-huh.
little strip center. That's where it's going to be.
Okay.
They are aiming for April, is what they told me.
Okay. That'll be fun.
But yeah,
I'm
Andover.
excited for that.
Yeah, Andover doesn't have very much ethnic food.
Uh-huh.
No, they have Dillon's Chinese food.
Yeah.
And then they just have that new hibachi place opened up
Mm-hmm.
last summer or something like that. And then the old, was it Golden Garden or something like that?
I'm not
There's
familiar with
there's
Golden
a
Garden.
Chinese place that was over on Central and Andover Road that closed a few years ago.
I have yet to be to the hibachi place in Andover, but I
ADV
think
Forest Grill or something like that.
it's only got one
One grill.
grill.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I've been
Never
once, but yeah, it's hard to compete with some of the other places. But I guess the guy from ADV used to work over at Kobe and Sumo, or
Okay.
something along those lines.
Wow.
But worth checking out though.
For sure.
The other one getting ready to open up in March, so it's just around the corner, is the Depot.
The Depot.
This is Ziggy's / Poorhouse.
Oh,
Yes.
So they're calling it the Depot. I think this is definitely a big upgrade for them from the food perspective.
Yeah, I think they tried and tried and tried with the food, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like some people just need to stick to the beer. I
Yeah, they got the
think.
beer thing down, but yeah, the food I found to be inconsistent.
I thought
The
it was
Poorhouse
pretty
Farm?
good at first. It seemed, or at least it seemed like a lot of people online were raving about the food, but towards the end, I felt like a lot of people were.
I had some
Saying it's
horrible
horrible.
experiences there.
Yeah.
Yours is like way more, up and down,
Oh yeah.
like very bipolar.
Yeah, and I couldn't do it anymore. It's like that last time. It was just so bad.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Depot works out. I mean, I like Ziggy's personally, so
Yeah, Ziggy's Pizza
Yeah.
is way better. So
Does anybody know if they're planning to have much variation in the menu from Ziggy's, or is it just going to be Ziggy's operating under the Depot?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'll find out here in a couple weeks.
It'll be interesting.
All right, the other one, another East Side restaurant should be opening up here in the next month or so. The Easy Egg Breakfast and Lunch. They originally started out in Hayesville.
Mm-hmm.
They moved over to the old Denny's on West Kellogg, still there. So this is going to be the second location that's taken over the old Mr. Miyagi spot at Rock and
Okay.
29th, roughly.
Yeah.
Which I feel is like not that big.
Yeah,
I don't think
Mr.
it's too big, but I
Miyagi.
also think that place, there's so many breakfast places within like a couple blocks. There's
Oh,
that
yeah.
Jimmy's, is it Jimmy's Diner?
Yeah.
The IHOP's like pretty much across the street now ever since they
Yeah.
moved.
Yeah, that's
There's a
true.
Lamar's next door.
But it will be the only local breakfast place in that area. I mean,
consider
Brad-
Jimmy's?
Jimmy's Diner.
Jimmy's Diner is local.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
And they have, 3 locations, Jimmy's, or is it just 2?
They're down to 2, I think.
Okay, they have one over George Washington Boulevard or something like that, and
Yeah, the
Harry
old
or Pawnee.
Tops.
Okay,
Coffee shop.
Yeah, that's true. Is Pizza Hut local?
it depends. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Is Freddy's Frozen Custard local?
I don't know. Depends on how you define local.
I mean, this one for sure is local. The one coming up, opened up at 338 North Mead in the former Pino's Palette Space in downtown Wichita. It's Nola's.
So are they closing
Really?
the downtown one?
I haven't
then?
heard anything about that yet, but
How does that gonna work? I don't.
it's gonna be like right nearby that old Chicago.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have like 2, I guess, pizza. I guess if you consider old Chicago a pizza place, but
Yeah. And then you've got Pump House not that far away. I mean,
I
Yeah.
like Nola's. I know not everybody does, but
we just had a big old conversation about this
Yeah.
on the pizza episode with Jack Stacks.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not not my top 5. I see why people like it, but I did say I need to go back and try the pizza by the slice to where the cheese is over the topping, so it's all compact in one slice. That's my biggest thing. Is like pick up a slice of Nola's and like a cascade, an avalanche of toppings.
I don't think that you even need to do it by the slice. I know for a fact I've had the full pizza with the cheese over the toppings, and I had never fully appreciated that until we were doing that podcast and talking
Yeah.
through it. But I know that I've done that. So.
This one, this is going to be a big one, I think, for Northeast Wichita, depending on how far you consider Northeast, at 3622 North Oliver in the former rail hopper space is going to be the kitchen, tentatively opening up in April, maybe May. But Chef Natasha's second place.
Yeah, which I've heard will really help her out because she just didn't have the capacity to do all the catering she wants to do
Yeah.
with her kitchen downtown. Because trying to operate the restaurant and catering out of that little
It's a
kitchen,
tiny kitchen.
Yeah.
she can't do it. So now it's going to open up a bunch of doors for her catering wise.
That's consideration I had not thought of. That Rail Hoppers is huge. I went in there recently.
Big space.
It's massive. But for catering, that might be helpful. And I suppose she could have some events there and things like that too.
Oh, and it'll still be. I mean, every time I go to the downtown location, they're packed.
I know. It is.
Hopefully that area is busy. I think it's starting to grow. I mean, now you have another place getting ready to open up. We'll talk. There's like at least 2 other restaurants opening up. We'll discuss here later.
And
but
there's
yeah,
an entertainment place
Yeah.
opening up.
and
right
then
there too.
Coke's right there, so busy lunch crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And like that liquor store just opened up there. I think they're really working on renovating the whole area. Quick Trip obviously being built there in the last 5, 6, 7 years brings more traffic. But best of luck. I mean, I love the kitchen. We actually had them cater an event a few months ago, and they did a phenomenal job. So yeah, if anybody ever needs a catering job, definitely reach out to Chef Natasha over the kitchen. This next one of the first West Side openings for the spring. Sicky's Garage Burgers and Brews at 2424 North Maze Road. Have you guys ever been to one?
I haven't. I
No.
saw a lot of talk on social media about the name, saying, "Hey, I'd never go to a restaurant named Sicky's."
I
But
know.
that's it. That's my experience with Sicky's. Have you been, Eddie?
Never been.
No. I
I
guess
would-
it's a chain.
Yeah, it's a chain.
Okay.
I've been to some like garage style burger place in Overland Park. I forgot the name of it, but I guess like kind of some in the same vein.
What does it say though? They have like 50 different burgers or something.
Tons of different like these over the top burgers, and I think for me, being a West Sider, it's nice to have another place to go have a drink, and that's where West Side's kind of lacking. The burgers, it's cool. I guess we'll see if they're any good. Yeah,
It looks like they might be based out of Overland Park. 50 craft beers. I'm not seeing on the
No,
burger.
they're out of like South Dakota.
yeah,
They're out of South
yeah.
Dakota. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just good memory
Yeah.
on Overland Park, but yeah.
I did the design the sprinkler system remodel for it, so I've been in there.
Do you leave your mark when you leave, like put for the Foodie in the wall etched in there? Everything?
No, but my name's on the plans. So
All right. Do you want to know what's on the menu?
Yeah,
It's
lay it on us.
50 burgers. So Fert, you're right about that. And it says chicken wings, mashed potato bowls, macaroni and cheese, home-style dinners, meatloaf, chopped steak, Kobe burgers, chicken sandwiches, salads, cauliflower wings, fried green beans, cheese curds, nachos, quesadillas.
Very American fare.
Yep.
I think West Wichita will love that.
Hand-spun boozy milkshakes as well.
One thing though, I did see like the burger prices can be like $15
that's
to
what it
$20.
is. That's
Yeah,
what it is these
and
days.
I saw people
look
complain about that.
Dempsey's.
Yeah,
Dempsey's is pretty high up there now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dempsey's has always been one of the higher burger places. I remember when they first opened,
Mm-hmm.
they were charged like 10 to 15. That was high at the time.
now it's
Mhm.
15 to
Yeah.
20, I think.
Yeah.
Without the side,
Mm-hmm.
the fries are extra.
Yeah, I think I went there within the last month and got one of the specials, and yeah, it was $15.99
That's how
or
it is
$14.
nowadays.
We'll see if
man.
we'll see if the area is getting ready to pay for it, because years ago, across the street from where the Sickies will be was BurgerFi, and
That
BurgerFi
was-
charged quite a bit too.
That was different
And
though.
granted, yeah, that was different style burgers, not like these like over the top burgers that Sickies has.
Where was BurgerFi at?
And you couldn't really get a beer and watch it again. That's kind
Mhm.
of a different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
BurgerFi was, I think, is that where Meddy's is?
Okay.
that area.
Yes,
Yeah.
that sounds right.
Okay. Next up at 1720 North Webb Road, this spring in the former Chow / Piztro's place. This one is Sheets Creek. It's getting
Oh.
ready to open by the owner of Mort's,
Mm-hmm.
Maury Sheets. He's
Uh-huh.
opened up a second little like I don't know if it's gonna be like a cigar place or a wine bar, but it's gonna be
Mhm.
another like
Where's it at?
Over at the waterfront.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like by Bonefish and
Okay.
and all that.
Oh no.
No?
It's you know where Chester's?
no, it's
so it's
by-
like just north of Chester's.
By
in the
Whole
little-
Foods, right?
No,
No.
no,
No?
not there either. No.
Oh, I know the old
There's a little strip center. Do you remember Piztro's or Chow Italian Kitchen?
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Chow, yeah.
Yeah, and there used to be also like a New Balance store in that little strip center, right off of Webb Road.
Yeah,
Can't miss
I
it.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Just north of Chester's.
yeah. There's
Okay.
like a little
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
alleyway to kind of like sneak back into the old
Mhm.
Fox and Hound little street.
Mhm.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I
You know all about sneaking away from the Foxhound, huh?
Yeah. The Sheets Creek is gonna be in. I think they're gonna build a whole new patio. I don't think
Mhm.
there's a little. I don't think there's even a space right now that has that, but
Mhm.
they're gonna renovate that area. But another drinking establishment for the east side of town. I think it'll be pretty cool because now that Foxhound's closed, the other options are what like Dino's,
Mhm.
Walt's a little further east.
Mhm.
I don't even know where else there
And
is.
my wife is
So,
obsessed
social
with
tap.
Yeah,
Schitt's
Social Tap.
Creek, the show Schitt's Creek.
Oh,
I've
dude.
never
my,
seen. I've
my
never
wife's
seen a single episode.
obsessed with it.
Never
Yeah.
seen a single episode.
It's pretty good. I've seen all of them.
Yeah.
I've seen all of them. Oh yeah, absolutely. Gotta
I
love
don't know,
that
my
comedy.
wife loves it, so
It'll be good.
Should might have to get some merch then.
I did happen to be at Mort's not too long ago, and I did overhear somebody there talking about how it was going to be not Mort's Part 2, and
Mhm.
didn't explain what that meant,
Yeah.
but that it was going to be a different concept.
Okay. Up next for this spring, I think this one might end up being into the summertime. Over in Derby, Kansas, Lyali. I don't know if I pronounced that right. It's supposed to be like an upscale Mediterranean place.
Nice.
is this the one in Derby?
Yep. I think they could use the food there. I mean, there's not
Derby-
much.
I'm
they're
all
growing.
for Derby getting anything other than chains, man, because I feel
Yeah.
like the only thing that ever makes it in Derby, other than like Pizza John's,
And Subways.
is a chain.
Yeah.
This is not a chain.
Correct. It's
Okay.
not.
Okay.
So the more non-chains in Derby, the better,
Mhm.
in my opinion.
I mean, the gentleman who owns the Coop,
Mm-hmm.
Brant Dumford, I think he's opening up that one.
Oh, this is in the old electric pizzeria.
Correct.
spot.
Yes.
Oh,
Over by
okay.
the Walmart and yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't catch fire again.
Well, different owner, so I think there's a good chance of that one. Up next, this one is going to be opening up in the former Baskin Robbins, I believe it is, over at 9730 West 21st Street, over at Tyler and 21st Street. It's Sharky's Island Bites, opened up by the owner of Crafted.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
close to home for me, and more ways than one. And yeah, my brother is opening up
Oh, so
that
it's
place.
not a second crafted,
Correct. It's not going to be second Crafted.
but it's going in the old Pokey Mix spot.
No,
right?
next door.
next door to
Next
the-
door to the old Pokemix spot was it Baskin Robbins and the Toll House Cookie Place?
That's on
Okay.
the end.
Yeah, the end
right?
cap.
Yeah.
Yep. So they have a drive-through, and they're going to expand the menu to add a little more Hawaiian options.
I was just
easy
gonna ask
bites.
that.
Yeah. Less focus on the coffees and the drinks.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
Yeah, that's oversaturated right now. Anyway.
Oh, the
so
the drinks. Yeah, I feel like there's a new coffee / boba place opening up.
I'm waiting for the
often.
boba bubble to pop, just like the frozen
Yeah.
froyo.
There's a
yogurt,
lot of
you know.
boba. Eddie, you did wasn't a dinner. I mean, it wasn't part of the dinner series, I don't think, but you
Nope.
did do a
Oh,
dinner.
Crafted. Yep. It was
Yeah,
up- yeah.
over there.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to attend that, and there were 3 Hawaiian plates, I believe, that evening
Correct.
that we all got to try out, which were really good. And then they also have started doing the ramen.
Yeah.
And I've got to check that out. So it'll be interesting to see what's at the new place.
Yeah. I think
When's the Hawaiian Bros coming?
that's a little further down the road. They don't even have a location set yet.
God,
Oh,
I
All
love,
right.
I love Hawaiian Bros.
you do?
All right. Up next, over at 1221 North Rock Road in Derby. This is the former El Magway space, or El Magui. I forgot. I don't even know how to
El
pronounce it.
Magui.
El Magui, or whatever it
Magui.
is. This one
That's
is
us.
an Italian restaurant, another local place. Well, ish. I think they have a location open up in like Salina or something like that. Is Maury. So they already have one location in the former neighbors spot. So they're expanding. And I know,
Okay.
Jeremy, you're
No
giving me that
comment.
look. You're giving that look, Jeremy. I know you didn't have the best experience. Have you been to Maury yet? PKG?
I have not because I was waiting for a little bit.
Yeah.
It seemed like things were rough and I didn't want to go and pile on.
Yeah.
And so I just haven't been yet.
Yeah, I went.
No comment.
I mean, I didn't have a bad experience. I didn't have like a great experience. It was good, but I went that opening day. They had some struggles here and there, but
Sure.
that was also like first day. So
Yeah.
nothing happened that would prevent me from going and give them a try again.
Sure.
Like one of my buddies down the street, huge Italian fan, and he's wanting to check it out. So I might just go with him and his family and check that place out.
Yeah.
The last one scheduled for the spring is over at Clifton Square at 3700 East Douglas Avenue. This is the former Tea House place. It's that big old white building
This
or
will be the
whatever.
whiskey bar.
Yeah, Flight
Oh,
1868. It's opened by the owner of Just a Sip, Sweet and Saucy, Papa's General Store.
Derek
It's gonna be
Sorrell.
yep. And it's going to be a wine, whiskey, cocktails, charcuterie, all that fun stuff. And there should be opened up here in the next week or two, just depending on when we get this episode out.
Are there any?
That's my hood, College Hills.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for a whiskey bar.
No, I'm excited too. I'll go with you. Are there any places in town doing just that? Just a full-on whiskey bar and that's it?
Kind of the humidor,
Yeah.
because they have like charcuterie,
Yeah.
a little bit of food. But
So anyway, I guess the point of my question is that'll be neat because it's not something that's oversaturated anyway.
Plus, it's, Clifton Square places just, College Hill really supports their places.
Yeah, definitely.
Outside of Homala Eats, that just closed. But that was kind of out of their hands.
Yeah.
They closed down because of,
Personal
they had
reasons,
they
right?
had a child or something like that. Yeah. So that's spring. There are some places tentatively opening up in either spring or summer. The first one at 2202 West 13th Street. This one, they had a food truck, and now they're expanding into their first restaurant, and that's
Okay.
Barrel Boys Barbecue.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
I've been waiting for him to open that
I've
spot.
had
They're
so
cheap.
many people message me. It's like, hey, what's opening up over on West 13th Street? They're working on stuff. I see a smoker in the back, and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be Barrel Boys. They put out some good stuff.
Sure.
It's been a long time since I've had their food.
Yeah, Buddy. He makes some good.
There's
cues.
competition style barbecue.
There's so much barbecue in town.
Have you had Barrel Boys?
I haven't because if I put together a list of all the barbecue places in town, it would take me, 2-3 months to get to. I mean, I
Not if
really
you go
wanna
every day.
try.
There's about, I think there's about 30
That's what I'm
options.
saying.
Yeah, 30 options around town for barbecue.
Okay. All right.
So that's
Do I need to put that on the top of my list?
what, Barrel Boys?
Yeah.
Well,
Once
You-
they open.
once they open, I'll definitely
Once
check
they
them out.
open. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely
Fair
worth
enough.
it. The other one is going to open up at 37th and Ridge. There's this new development they're building right now. It's called the Shops at Avante, and it's going to be a Papa's Ice Cream and Treats. So Derek Sorrell is opening up another place.
Dang. He's
And
busy.
yeah, this can be like extreme shakes. Like, have you had the extreme shakes at Papa's General Store?
I've seen them. I haven't
Yeah.
had them.
So it's gonna be like you just gonna be. I mean, there's not very many dessert options over in that area of town or at 37th and Ridge. It's pretty much a
Yeah,
dead
'cause
man's
who
zone.
comes out here?
What I do. Okay, anybody who wants to come visit me, yeah, because in that intersection right now, all there is there's a gas station and there's a Wendy's, and I think there's one of those like drive-through coffee shops. What is that one called? Scooters, I think it is.
Scooters.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it for food and desserts, and for like ice cream shops in Northwest Wichita. Very, very, very limited. I'm trying to think.
Probably
what
like
we have
Do you have
Dairy
Brahms even?
Queen. We have
There's
a Brahms.
at
Yeah,
21st and
we have Dairy Queen and
Yeah.
Brahms, but
Ridge.
have a different option would be, I think, pretty cool. I enjoy Papa's General Store.
But nothing local up here.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and move on to the summer. It kind of really expands out from there. One of the big ones coming out, it's going to be at 4858 East 35th Street North, which is right next to that little Quick Trip, that liquor store over at Oliver and 35th Street or 37th, right off the highway. Maybe it's Hillside. This is another Broken Egg Cafe.
Okay.
So it's that chain.
Oh,
It's going
yeah,
to
I've
really
heard
expand.
about that, yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to open up right
Kinda
next.
It looked like homegrown-ish a little
Yeah.
bit.
Mm-hmm. It's going to open up pretty much right
I-
next door to the kitchen.
I haven't even been to Broken Egg.
I've never been one
Yeah,
I've
either.
never been to one either.
Okay.
And
This will be
then
the first in Wichita.
Okay.
and then another one at 37th and Ridge for the summer will be a Dino's.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And it's gonna be like a 2-3 story Dino's, overlooks this little lake area.
That'll be interesting.
I know you guys have your opinion on Dino's. I'll say something for you guys. So Dino's for me, it's not a place I go to. I'm like, oh, I'll go there strictly for just because of the food.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have some dishes I do like. Some dishes I'm like, they're not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But for a place to drink at, and if it's gonna be a 2-story place, and a little more upscale, I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like there's one night we were going on a date night, Megan and I, and we went over to the Humidor, and the place was packed, like
Mhm.
shoulder to shoulder, loud music. I feel like we're getting old, so like let's go somewhere else.
Sure.
Then we went over to Biggins, and I feel like they had like a DJ that night, super loud
Mhm.
again. I'm like,
Mhm.
where else can we go? We thought we were going to Walk-Ons, but they were closing like at 11 o'clock or something like that. So I was like,
Mhm.
where else can we go? So like having a Dino's, I think would be a really cool place to have like somewhere a little more quiet, good scenery, and just chilling nice.
Here's my thought on Dino's. I agree with everything you just said. I think it's a great place to grab drinks, and I've been there many, many times. I do think you should not say you are Wichita's #1 sports bar and not have the NFL Sunday package. And that is
Do they say the #1 sports bar?
They
I've never
do.
seen- oh.
Man,
If
it
you-
sounds like you've been holding the grudge.
I
on
know.
that.
because when you call that number, and there's that automatic response. Thank you for calling Dino's, Wichita's #1 sports bar, and it's just like okay, but you can even watch all the football games. So yeah,
I feel
I'll
your
leave it at
pain.
that.
I feel your pain. I'm a Lions fan.
yeah, there you
so-
go. Yeah, yeah, Packers. Yeah,
Yeah, you can't watch it around here.
yeah.
I am actually looking up on their Facebook page, trying to see if there's any mention of it. Their Facebook page says the best in sports grills.
Okay. I'll bet you if you go on their website, it'll say it prominently.
It says more than a sports grill. At Dino's Grill and Tap Works, we strive for fame by delighting one guest at a time. Watch your favorite sports teams on one of our 23 big screen TVs while enjoying artisan oven pizzas and original daily specials or features.
All right. Well, after this, we're gonna call Dino's and we're gonna listen to that. I promise. Well, it could have changed. I don't know.
Yeah, you sure you're calling the right place?
I know I was.
Okay.
Hey,
Right.
when's the place I've been waiting for to open gonna open?
We're going to get to it. Where's it at?
K-Pot.
Oh.
That's late. That's going to be way later.
Come
like
on,
looking at late fall.
man. You're
Yeah.
killing me.
Since Jeremy wants to jump ahead real quick, yeah, we'll talk about K-Pot real quick. Open up in the lower level of Town East Square. If you've never heard of it, K-Pot is an all-you-can-eat, like, hot pot. They have, like, barbecue there, Korean barbecue. There's one location over in Overland Park, Kansas City area I've been to. And, like, I know people are, like, adamantly against all-you-can-eat style places, but this was phenomenal. Just the quality of the food,
Okay.
the...
Can't wait.
I mean, I love Korean food in general. I know you guys do.
Mhm.
And have it in an all-you-can-eat setting. The hot pot was delicious. Oh man, I am.
So do they bring the hot pot out to you, but then there's like a
There's a-
buffet?
There's
or?
little. You have these
No,
little
it's in the
grills. Yeah,
table.
the grills at your table,
Uh-huh.
and they turn on the grill, and they bring you whichever broth soups you want, and they
Mhm.
put it on the little burners, and they boil them right in front of you. They bring out the raw meat, toss it in there. Or if you want barbecue, you can grill the barbecue on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of like
That's awesome.
Gangnam, how they have the little personal grills at your table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but all you can eat.
Yeah,
that's
but
the
all you can eat
best
style,
part.
it's crazy. I think I
But-
spent it was like $40 for all you can eat, and
But you are you making it at your table? You're
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I've been to there on Waikiki. There was a restaurant just like that, and I had such a good time. So I've had that experience. I enjoyed it for sure. That'll be neat.
yeah. When I went to one in Kansas City, I remember I was there for work, and I was there by myself, and I was doing it. I remember I texted Jeremy and some other guys. I'm like, man, you guys are missing out. This is a treat.
Sure.
Oh, I was jealous.
So if this is you said this is gonna be in Town East, right?
Yep, lower level.
So they must be getting one of the stores and converting it to a.
It was
a restaurant.
It was the Journeys. I did the design, the sprinkler design for that.
Okay.
Too, so it was the Journeys, and
That's an interesting choice for location.
yeah, it's right
Um,
next to right across from where Mary's Pizza Kitchen
Mhm.
was.
Yeah.
They recently closed, so now there's an open spot right there next to them.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but there wouldn't be any other place in the mall for, I don't want to say fine dining, but more restaurant dining. I mean, you've got the food court, but you
Correct.
don't have.
Yeah. Like sit
so
down.
that could be a good move. Yeah.
I think it is because you go to a lot of the malls around the nation. There's like
Mhm.
at least a staple place to sit down and eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like whether it's like I know I went to one in Dallas and they had I know it's like not fine dining, but it's like a P.F. Chang's,
Mm-hmm.
but it still drew people in,
Mm-hmm.
even without additional foot traffic.
Or
But
maybe it was a Forever 21. It was one of those stores,
Sure.
but it was not a restaurant before.
Interesting. Well, it sounds like it's going to be awesome. I'm pumped.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's the one I've been dying for. So
Yeah.
Going back to the summertime, this one is going to be opened by
Come
the
on,
This one's going to be
killing me.
opened by the owners of Sapporo.
Okay.
Over at 314 North Rock Road. You know where that Freddy's Frozen Custard is?
Yep.
Near Douglas and Rock, like
Mhm.
back in that area. I'm going to butcher this name, but it's going to be Caillou Ramen and T-Bar. So they're going to do like ramen, and your favorite, Jimmy, boba.
Nice. Well, I'm excited for the ramen
I
part.
like
Yeah.
boba. I feel like that fad's gonna, the bubble's gonna pop. You know,
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of
we're starting to get
places.
oversaturated. I think.
Is this a new ramen place? Do you know
It's
if
a
it's
chain, I believe. Yeah, the one's
Okay.
a chain, and the owners of Sapporo saw it, and I think they wanted to bring one to Wichita.
Sure.
Up next, this one is going to be 3 locations they've announced, and I believe at least 2 different owners, maybe 3 different owners for each location. There's going to be one at 1320 North Tyler Road, which is the former Hardee's spot. 2560 South Seneca, the former West Street Burger spot, and then somewhere over at 2350 North Greenwich. I don't know where that is exactly, but this is going to be Paris Banh Mi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be 3 different banh mi places, at least 2 different owners, maybe 3. I haven't confirmed that one, but the banh mi scene looks like it's going to be blowing up for 2024.
No, I've heard good thing. It's a chain, right?
Yeah,
I've
yep.
heard just like with K-Pod, it's like
Mhm.
even though it's a chain, I've heard really good things about it. So
So the one on North Greenwich is over there by Texas Roadhouse, Meddy's.
Okay.
Looks like it's in between Texas Roadhouse and Meddy's.
So do you pronounce it Greenwich or Greenwich? You say Greenwich?
Yeah, I say
Mhm.
I
Greenwich.
say Greenwich.
Yeah. Well, you're not really from here, so
Yeah.
Yeah. outsider.
Is it people that were born and raised here say Greenwich? The outsiders that move in?
I don't know. I feel like people say Greenwich are like these like uppity people from like Connecticut. No, I don't know.
I did a post one time and mentioned this place is located at whatever on Greenwich, and then I
Mhm.
made sure to say it's pronounced this way, and it got some commentary.
All right. Up next, over at Cambridge Marketplace, there's Cambridge Market, which is 21st and Greenwich. Or is that where Dino's is at?
21st and
Is it Webb? 21st Webb.
Yeah,
Over in Cambridge Market, it's going to be a place called Toastique.
Is
Toastique.
that going in the old Jack's Greystone or no?
No, that's a different place.
Okay.
This is going to be somewhere along the little strip area. This is like a healthy eating place. Gourmet toast, juice bar,
Okay.
avocado toast. I don't know all exactly what on the menu, but like I'm looking right now. You have cold pressed juices, smoothies, wellness shots, coffee, gourmet toast. Yeah. I mean,
Oh, dude, I love a wellness shot. I definitely would.
You
check
do?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
absolutely. Like the ginger and it's. I don't know what's all in it. Wellness shot.
interesting. When I went
I,
down,
I think sometimes honestly they're different, but
when I went down to Mexico, there's like some juice bar stand like on the corner in like some random neighborhood, and they had these shots, and one of them was ginger,
Mhm.
and like all these like fresh made juices. They're really good.
Mhm.
I wonder if that's the same thing.
Yeah, you can. There's not a lot of places you can get wellness shots in town. I know you can buy.
Don't they do with like the grass too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the nice places, they'll have
I
like
don't
a
eat
little.
any of that healthy stuff. So
You ever had like a cold pressed juice or anything?
I have, yeah.
You ever go to like, what's the one that was over in downtown? 8.
Oh
86
yes,
cold
86
press.
cold press.
Yeah,
You ever
yeah,
try that?
yeah, I
Or
had it, yeah.
like Marty Spence opened another place also that was in Riverside.
Yeah. The Songbird.
Yeah, Songbird. You ever go to those
yeah.
places?
Oh yeah.
You ever
But
would you ever do
I didn't go. I went to go try it. I
Yeah.
didn't like make it a daily.
would you ever
habit.
do would you ever do a
excited for
juice
it.
cleanse?
I have done a cleanse
Yeah.
before, and it really.
How long are you supposed to do a cleanse?
You can choose how long you want to do
It
it. I've
is.
done a 3-day and a 5-day.
Okay, maybe we should do one together sometime. We could blog about it.
I've done.
Or are you done? Is
I've-
your
I did them twice strictly to blog about,
okay?
and it was the 5-day was brutal.
Was it?
It sucked. I remember like one of the last days. It was my friend's birthday, so everybody went down to some bar for like pizzas and
Mhm.
drinks and whatnot, and I'm just sitting there looking. I was trying to be honest to my juice cleanse, so I didn't have anything,
Yeah.
and
No pizza, no
Nope,
beer, no
nope,
just shots.
just a juice cleanse. It was like beet juice or something like that too.
Ugh, I cannot stand beets. I will tell you
Oh, I
that.
love
Oh
Beets.
no. Oh, I love The Office. I love Dwight, but man, he had it wrong.
I didn't mind the beet ones. The ones that were like really acidic, like heavy on the lime,
Mm-hmm.
that just like killed my throat. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
All right, up next, let's go ahead and move on to the summer as well. Over at the shops at Tallgrass. This one's gonna be completely different from anything we have around town. Have you heard of Snick's Cat Cafe?
Oh, I heard there was a cat
Yeah.
cafe.
It's gonna be a
coming.
cat cafe
Yes.
opening up.
Oh, and I
What
like
is it?
cats.
Snick's SNICKS
Okay.
Cat CAT.
Is this to take your
Cafe.
cat there? What-
Yeah, it's a
what's
cat cafe.
No, it's like there's cats.
It's gonna be
there,
cats in
like-
there.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like they're gonna, from what I read, they're gonna block off half the space for cats that you
Uh-huh.
can come in and pet
Uh-huh.
cats and whatever. I think the Humane Society may bring some cats over as well. You can
Okay.
adopt cats potentially. Then the other side will be non-cat allowed, so you can't bring cats there. Just like a regular place of operation to get a drink, grab a snack. I don't know.
Like
but
when you say drink, I mean, do you mean like a alcoholic drink or like a juice or?
No, it's probably more like a
cafe, like an actual cafe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, and where at
These-
Tallgrass?
You've
shops.
never heard of a cat cafe before?
I've never been to a cat. No, I mean, I've never thought about bringing my cat to any cafe.
You have cats though too, right? I
Yeah,
don't know if you can bring-
Several.
Yeah. I
no,
don't-
it's not about bringing. They just have cats there.
yeah, that are up for adoption or fostering or
Yeah, but they'll
something.
come and how cats do. They.
I know how cats do.
Do you have
Oh, yeah.
cats?
I used to have cats. I used to have 2.
We just adopted a cat actually from the Derby. I forget what the cat and feline rescue or something.
I gotta
Derby.
be honest. I'm not a cat guy.
I know you're not.
Yeah,
I
I
know you're
mean,
not.
True story. When I was 2 years old, my parents tell me this all the time. My grandmother had a cat, and I remember this cat to this day. She had 2 cats actually, and I guess when I was a kid, kids walk up to pets and they kind of like do whatever. I did that to my grandmother's cat, and she just clawed the crap out of my face. And my parents told me that I've had like PTSD
Oh, so
about
that
cats.
explains it, huh?
Yeah.
That explains your face.
Yeah, it does. It's that bad.
just kidding.
Yeah, it's 100% that bad. That's why I can't be seen anymore. It's like, was it Two-Face from Batman? I can only show like one side of my face.
Mhm.
No, but yeah. So if I go to, I'll say this: I like kittens,
Yeah.
as long as they don't have claws. If I see a claw, then I'm like, I gotta run.
Well, kittens always have claws now.
Well, I guess I won't be seeing any kittens then.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I will go and blog about
Oh, I appreciate. I'll be on the. We can all go together, but I'll be on the side with
You'll be on
with
the-
no
it.
cats.
The no cat ordinary.
I'll be in the Snick
spot.
side. You'll be in the Cat Cafe side.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't know
down
if
with
that's how
that.
it's differentiated, but yeah, shops at Tallgrass this summer. And that also kind of brings us to another pet-friendly place. Opened up at 1312 East English. This is Barks and Brew.
Okay.
So this can be like a little-
Remember Fetch?
Yeah.
I remember Fetch very fondly, though. They really. I probably went to Fetch 50 times. Not
I
kidding.
went there quite a bit. I actually was part of the
Yeah,
Gordon Ramsay
Yeah,
episode.
he got to be on.
Were
the-
you?
When
Okay.
Gordon Ramsay came and did
Uh-huh.
the whole thing, he tried
Yeah.
to fix Fetch. Like I was in the episode with him.
Was that
Okay.
Hell's
And-
Kitchen or what was that called?
24 hours to hell and back.
Yeah.
And but this one I think will be a little more different because it's an actual dog park and place you can get like brews and hang out. This one I think is open this summer. They keep saying spring, but I'm guessing summer. But it looks pretty cool. I think Wichita has a need for it.
Mm-hmm.
I like dogs more than cats,
Mm-hmm.
so I'd be down for that one.
Yeah.
And both you guys are dog owners.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
you bring your dog to a?
That's a loaded question,
Yeah.
Eddie.
I don't know.
My dogs
Mhm.
are both adopted.
Okay.
Rescues,
Mhm.
and so they're both have some reactive
Yeah.
things. So I'm very thoughtful and cautious because I think you got to be a responsible dog
Yeah.
owner, and they teach you know your dog's boundaries.
Yeah, because I hate when
And-
people bring a dog around other dogs that they know is going to cause problems,
Yeah.
and they still do it. It's like that's why I don't even mess with it because I don't know if my dog will cause problems or not.
You guys were just at the Delano St. Patty's Day
Yep.
parade, and when we first adopted Hope, she was a little puppy, and she's a pit mix, and we're at the Monarch, and this older dude comes over and says, "Hey, can I buy your dog?" Yeah, very weird. Has absolutely nothing to do with what we're talking about, but
Would you ever sell your dog? then?
no, not for almost. Yeah, I don't think that you can say a dollar amount.
$1 billion.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
It's like a
It's-
child.
yeah,
It's like
I'm
a
asking, no
family,
asking.
Like,
Yeah, it's. I mean, yeah.
$5 billion, and they promise world peace and a cure for cancer. So you're pretty much taking one for the team.
Yeah, I mean that's like one of those things where it's like, do you save the world but give up something?
Would you?
And
I'm asking you.
I don't know.
If someone came down, it's like, say, like God came down from the heavens.
Yeah.
It's like,
and
TKG.
sacrifice.
yeah.
sacrifice
If you
your
not
son.
sacrifice. No, we're not talking about sacrifice. He comes down.
Uh-huh.
She comes down. Whoever. God comes down. And says, TKG, sell your dog to that one guy for $1 billion,
Oh.
and with that, I will cure cancer and implement world peace.
Well, I will tell you, there's no way in hell I'd sell my dog to that guy because you know exactly why he was
Even if-
offering to buy.
Even if it meant world peace and a cure for cancer.
world peace is a little overrated.
Okay,
Eddie.
how about cure for cancer?
Okay, fine. Dude, man, he's so pushy. Oh,
I'm asking, how far you're willing to go for humanity?
I.
Sounds like not much.
You know what? Luckily, I don't think that issue's ever going to come before me.
Okay, we know where your heart's at.
Yeah.
With the dog, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
TKG doesn't care about
Yeah.
the world.
All right. We're gonna quickly run down the fall places. We're gonna shorten time. So, quick thoughts. I'm gonna throw out the places. 3210 North Maze Road, Culver's. Have you guys been?
Yeah.
Never been a
Do you like it?
It's okay. I'm not a big potato bun fan.
They have a lot more than just that, though.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's what I have. That's
Yeah.
what you get. You get burgers.
I mean, it's like it's not gonna be far from where I live, and I think it's gonna
Yeah.
be an additional place where the kids love to go. We did mention this earlier. One, they don't have a place yet, but Hawaiian Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah,
Where did you go to Hawaiian Brothers at?
Kansas City
In
area.
KC? Okay.
they're expanding a lot more in Kansas City. I know there's one opening up like in Leawood. Might be
Uh-huh.
open by now, but all right. We already talked about K-Pot. The other one at 2926 North Tyler Road, which is Tyler and 29th Street.
Okay.
KVH Steakhouse, opened by the guy who originally opened up Hangar 1.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Now, when you say the guy that originally, so not the current owners
Correct.
of Hangar One. Okay.
the original ones.
Okay.
I think that one's going to do very well. I mean, just like a neighborhood steakhouse. If the steaks are good, then
And that has whiskey in the name or something too, doesn't
yes.
it? Yeah, okay.
It's a really long name. It's like KVH Steakhouse,
Yeah,
Whiskey,
anything
Chop
whiskey
House.
related,
yeah.
I'm there.
All right. Well, I'll have you over for that one. Other one, 66 West Central. This is next door to Casa Mexicana. It's going to be Mamado.
Mama Doe.
I saw the sign,
Yeah.
but it looks very.
It's going to be a reiteration of the previous one, I believe. Different owners, I want to
I
say,
don't
but
know. The sign looks pretty jankety. So
Does it?
I'm
I
just,
haven't seen it.
I'm just worried about how many restaurants go through that area.
yeah.
All right. Up next at 29th and Mays, there's a new strip center getting built up, and one of the stores in that space will be Nothing Bunt Cake.
Oh, that's
Nothing
always
bun
good.
cake.
I'm a big fan of Nothing Bunt Cake. There
Yeah,
was little
that's always
buntettes or
good.
whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know you don't like desserts though.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't
See,
like
he doesn't even know what
he-
it is.
he doesn't
Oh,
like-
yeah.
doesn't like dessert. Doesn't like world peace. Yeah. All right.
Well, you don't like cats. I mean, come on, man.
Well, a cat assaulted me.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, at 8131 East Kellogg Drive. This is Eastgate Shopping Plaza, I believe.
Okay.
O, K-Dog, and Egg Toast.
Okay, dog, and what?
Egg Toast.
Another Korean hot
Another
dog.
Korean hot dog place, but they also have
Yeah.
like Egg Toast. Have you ever had Egg Toast?
I haven't had egg toast.
Neither have I. I've
Okay.
heard really good things about it,
Okay.
but that one's coming this
Sounds
fall,
like
maybe
another
later.
Man, the Korean corn dog. That's again another fad. I feel like it's just gonna.
Well, there's only been 2 options so far.
I know,
So,
but it's
uh,
great.
so
It's coming.
how
it's
many is
com-
too many? Is that if they get past
Might as well
7?
open a boba and
Car wash, Boba car wash place for you.
a car wash that you get a Korean corn dog and a boba through. You know.
Yeah, I can go through the car wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Get some
also
fried chicken.
also set up for a K96 in Oliver. So right around, another Broken Egg Cafe and the kitchen. This
Mhm.
one's Taps and Paddles, pickleball / restaurant / bar. So more entertainment.
That's the one. Yeah, that
Yep,
I was thinking.
The entertainment
Okay,
district. The one that you mentioned earlier, that's going to be taking the place of Jack's. That's going to be Viva Tacos and Tequila at 9719 East 21st Street. That's a chain.
Okay, yeah, but it's out of Kansas City.
Yeah,
right?
Leewood.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'll
Never
be
been there, but they
interesting.
just have like a
I
huge
looked it up.
line
It
of
looked good.
tequilas. Yeah.
There's not a lot of Mexican in that area.
Over at 21st and
And
Webb,
Webb.
Greenwich area.
Yeah.
Trying
It
to
might
think.
do all right.
Yeah, I can't even think of a Mexican
There's a
place. that
Jose
can-
Peppers at Central and
13th,
or
over by the
13th, yeah.
theater.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
there's a Carlos O'Kelly. Oh, is that Rock in 29th Street?
There's the agave.
El Agave at 29th
But I
and
mean,
Rock.
just in that area, there's
Yeah.
not a ton.
Yeah.
And then when you work your way east
Oh, I think they'll
on
do
21st,
well.
yeah.
All right. This fall in Derby at Windmill Drive and Rock Road, the Waffle Bus. Place originally opened up in Houston. It's a food truck.
Okay.
I saw your post on
Yeah,
that. I'd
Keith
never heard
Lee
of
is a
it.
huge fan of that place, I guess. And they are only in Houston, but I guess the first one they open up is going to be in Derby, Kansas.
That's interesting.
Also,
What happened to that chops and eggs
I don't know.
from Texas?
Yeah.
Was that
Herbert-
supposed to be in Derby? Or?
Well, they
It
were
was
supposed to
be in
come to
Wichita. I think it kind of
yeah.
fell
Okay.
through. Like
Okay.
a like a finer
It
dining.
looked really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also at Central and Woodlawn at what was that, Normandy? Is that Normandy Center?
Yeah.
It's going to be Gyoza Bar,
Oh yeah.
opened up by Jack Fukuda,
Yes.
the owner of Yokohama.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna
I
be like-
saw that.
Yeah, Gyoza and like really appetizers.
Oh, I
Mhm.
hope they have some soup dumplings.
I don't know if they will have soup dumplings. I don't
No?
know. I don't know.
Seemed like it'd be fitting.
That would be.
But it's very tedious to make.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then the last one that has not been solidified, but they've already announced it. This one's going to open up at 1100 East 3rd Street. You know what I'm talking about?
1100 East 3rd Street.
over by the arcade.
You know any restaurants on 3rd Street?
Oh, Station 8.
yes.
Yes.
Station
Oh.
8's Diner. Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, an
Yeah, yeah,
unnamed
yeah.
restaurant. But yeah, they have the former
Waltz.
Waltz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that building's already there. They're actually working on the parking lot, get that poured in, and then we'll see when it
What-
opens up.
I'm sure you both know off the top of your head. I know it's going to be a little bit of a different model. Is that right?
It's going to be sandwiches and stuff.
It's going to
Yeah.
be sandwiches.
But he'll have the famous Fert Strami at all
Yeah.
times.
I thought you were going to say famous number 8.
No, the famous.
the third-
no, Fert Strami's more
is that what it's
famous
called?
than number 8
Is it
now. That's-
called the famous Fert Strami or
No,
just
it-
the Fert Strami?
Well, it's the Fert Strami, but
Okay.
it's famous.
it's also famous.
Has he had the first Strami before?
I have not had the Fert Strami
He'd only
yet.
be able to eat like an eighth of it. What are you talking about?
That's okay. I'll cut it
It's
in
like, it's like
eighths.
10 meals.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, I was proud of Chris Jackstacks. He took one down on camera.
Oh yeah, the whole thing.
Whole
yeah,
thing?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
No, he did. You can Go back and
Wow.
watch it. I was proud of
Well, I'll
him.
make sure we tag him in this one.
Yeah.
Good job, Chris. All right. Very last one. We're going to announce this one's not till 2025. This is Morgan Steakhouse in Derby. This is
Okay.
Which
the,
has been needed. Derby people
Yeah.
always bitch about, we don't go to steak.
yeah. What do we want most? It's like a
Gotta go to
steakhouse.
Applebee's for a steak.
Yeah.
So this is for 2025. So a lot could happen between now and then. But this is
Yeah.
the same owners as Dino's, Stearman,
Sure.
all that stuff. So,
Yeah. Oaken pie.
so
they're
all-
local.
yes,
Did you know that they're local?
that's what I've heard. So my
Locally
last
owned.
question to y'all is: of all the places that we talked about, what is the one you're looking forward to the
K-Pot.
most? K-Pot.
I have to say K-Pot. I think K-Pot or the whiskey bar.
In College Hill.
Oh,
That
College
was-
Hill.
Flight
yeah.
1868.
Yeah.
So I'm looking through this list. If I loved cats, I would say Snick's Cat Cafe, but I'm just not. I'm just not a cat
I thought
guy.
about throwing that one out, but I figured you'd make fun of me.
I wouldn't do that.
And I'm not just, trying to ride your
Your answer.
Your answer, yeah. But I mean, now knowing that you get to sit at your table and make your own food at K-Pod, that's so cool.
Oh man, I can't wait.
There's
Yeah.
no other place
You'll
like
find
it.
me
Yeah,
there
I'm
all the
looking.
time.
I'm looking at all the places on here, and I think Chiang Mai is awesome, but we have one. Artichoke East is gonna be a great one. We have one.
Mhm.
360 New York Deli and Grill. We already have an Oz Kitchen, so it's like not much is different.
New,
not
yeah.
new or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, K-Pot. I mean, all you can eat hot pot, all you can eat Korean barbecue. That's hard to pass up, and that place is gonna be bonkers when it opens up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, that is restaurants coming for 2024, and obviously that Morgan Steakhouse in 2025. So I appreciate y'all listening. We'll have a blog associated with this podcast coming up. Otherwise, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, unfollow, unlike, anything. I don't care what you guys do. So until then, Fert, TKG, thanks for coming along.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.